What up, Ryu? What up, iCloud? What up, bro? Still the haircut? Well, yeah, it's not gonna grow back in a day, you know? That's crazy. That is actually crazy. Y'all look kind of wild, bro. Y'all look kind of wild in my chat. I look kind of wild in my chat. Wild in my chat already off the get. You feel? Off the get, you're. What up, Nine Tours? What up, bro? What up, RZ? How are you doing, bro? I'm doing all right. I'm actually doing good, and it's a good ass day outside. I want to go outside, actually, bro, but I also know that grinders need to grind. Grinders need to grind. Okay, so what we're doing. Yo, what up, Beezer? What game am I working on right now? I'm not really working on a game right now. Like we already know the game that we're making, but it's called it's the Don't Wake genre. Don't Wake the. So we're making one of those. But I'm just making modules right now. Like I'm just gonna make pets. I'm just gonna make pets. None of the games that are doing the earn offline meta and like that are just these new types of simulators that have just these objectives that you do, like grow a, build a, etc. Um, etc. But none of them are doing like metric boosting mechanics that the old simulators used to do. Like they just used to litter metric boosting. So I'm gonna see what happens when I take like a new simulator style game and just also add in those metric boosting things. I'm gonna see how well it does. I think it'll be pretty all right. I don't even know what that name is because of the text. So what up, or Ahmed? I'll say Ahmed. What up, Ahmed? At your YT channel picture, it still shows a picture of you with the hair change it. I don't know what you mean, bro. Oh, the profile pic? I don't care. I actually miss my curly hair, bro. I do miss my curly hair. I'm not gonna lie. Cemetery affliction? What does that even mean, bro? What does cemetery affliction mean, bro? I don't know what this guy's talking about. Talking about in chat, but dude, we're gonna do pets. What should we do first? What should we do first for the pets, man? Because, like, look, actually, let's play a game real quick and test what other pets are like. Let's just do that, bro, because I don't know. Let's just test what pets are like. What game should we test what pets are like? Let's just do arm wrestling simulator. Do arm wrestling simulator. We'll see what the pets are like, and we'll start from there. I'm predicting the entire pet system is gonna take me 2 days. I'm predicting it's gonna take me 2 days. I would say one, but I know how much is involved with pets. I'm not gonna sit here and act like it's not gonna take longer. But I'm predicting it'll take 2 days. It's everything. I've done these mechanics many so many times before that I don't think it's gonna take long. So let's see what we're working with here. Let's see what we're working with here. Is this a pet egg? Yeah, this is a pet egg, right? Basic luck. I don't really understand this product right here. That doesn't really make much sense to me. I'm not gonna lie. And I don't understand why you can exit these out. Why do you X these out? Does anybody know what's going on here? Click auto delete. Click to auto delete. What? Oh, I'm assuming that's for this. It manually delete when you got it. Oh, so if I end up getting one of these cats, it'll just auto delete it. I see. I feel like that's not an important feature, so I'm probably look at the UI, it's like all fucked. I feel like that's not an important feature, so I'm not gonna do that. What am I coding today? Pets, bro. Pets, bro. It's in the title, I think, of the video or of the stream. And then what do we do here? So R is times 3 eggs, T is auto, Y is what does auto do? Auto open eggs. You need 1 wins to afford this egg. How do we get a win? What the fuck? Easy. Light work. Light work. That was light work. So what's the auto open for then? What's the auto open for? Is the auto open like auto open eggs? Because that was auto, was it not? Or does it skip the egg opening shit and it just goes straight to your inventory? Look at this pet. Look at this advanced pet UI, bro. Like, holy shit. Somebody really did their thing with this. Didn't this game die a while back? I mean, it's still got 3K, over 3K CCU, so you could say it died, but it's still making bank as fuck, you know what I mean? So it died from where it was. It was over like 100K at one point. You think the UI is cooked, Nine Tours? Or cooked as in it's like shit, or as in it's they cooked? I think this UI is lit. I'm not gonna lie. I really like this UI a lot. And they're using like Roblox. They're using Roblox's icons. And then they probably, yeah, these are pictures. These are image labels. They made this in probably Figma or Photoshop. Oh, and then they're using Roblox arrows and stuff. So there it's like half Roblox like icons, and then the backgrounds are they've made in something else. Let's go to the pets again though. Let's go to the pets UI again. Okay, so my pets, what can I do with this? Equip, I can edit the name. Oh, I thought it was gonna actually do it. Of course, of course. I wonder if that I wonder if Roblox does that automatically or if they had to filter out stuff themselves. That's pretty cool. I like that. I like that you can rename them. So I think I'll be doing that. I think I'll be doing a renaming feature. I think that's dope. That's decked out. Let's make a list, bro. Let's make a list. Let's make a fucking list, man. I'm just gonna write in here. This is like my notes. This is like my notes channel, bro. Pets. Renaming pet. What else can we do? What else can we do? What up, Hayden? Roblox does that? Okay, got you, sinners. Neck hurt? Why neck hurt? Why put neck hurt here? What does that mean? There's a function to check if the word is allowed for Roblox, but it's on the server, so they had to fire it to the server, not the word, but the string. Got you, got you. It's like a diff in words or something. I don't get it. That's going over my head. So we have a boost. We have a boost amount, 1.41 times boost. Okay. Equip and unequip is like already there. Equip slash unequip. Then we have boost, boost, and then we'll do like 1.4 times. So we're doing basic boost, so that's pretty cool. That's easy. Craft into big. What is this? It doesn't do anything though. Then we have items, teams. Interesting. Teams. How much is the server? How many people in the server? Server size 9. I wonder why. Why do you guys think why do you guys think the server sizes are so small? Why can't we do 20 or 16 at least? You know what I mean? Like why don't they do more? I feel like if you really optimize the situation in these simulators because nothing really feels performant heavy. You know what I mean? So why don't we do more than just 9 or 6 or whatever? You know what I mean? Like why can't we do 16? I just don't really understand that, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. Like maybe I'm just not familiar with how performant heavy some of this stuff is. To me, it's not though. I like this. I like this reward right here. And then you have that soft animations, the soft VFX, I mean. Really nice, really nice. I still don't know what craft into big means though. 1 out of 3. Oh, if you have 3. Well, if I can't do it, they shouldn't remove the UI. That's one thing. They shouldn't remove this UI if I can't do it. I do like that though. Let me get a few wins and I can craft and see what we're doing with that. It's light work. It's too easy. It's too easy, bro. Why is this guy's name Bully? He's weak as shit. Super weak, bro. Okay, uh, well, we're looking for a cat. I just got a dog and not a cat. So now we can't craft into big now. Yeah. But I'm assuming it's just gonna make it big. Oh, look, we have it right here when we hover. Big, huge. Gotcha. I like that it has a global count of how many there are. That's really nice. Let's add that to the list. Global count. Global count of pets collected. I really like that. What is this guy doing? What is this guy doing? What is happening here? Yo, am I tripping or what? All right, level. Look at this level. Easy peasy. Level. I'm gonna need to learn real estate. Yeah, Astro, I feel that. I feel that. Rarity, we can add rarity to the list. We can add rarity to the list. Rarity. Easy stuff. Edit and name, we already have that. Equip, unequip, we have that. Delete. Unequip slash delete. That can all go together right here on the same list. All right. So now we have equip. Let's see what happens. So now we have pets equipping. Super basic animations too. I really like them a lot. That's easy. That's light work. That's light work. Bro, I fucking love this raccoon avatar. Like, look at my avatar, bro. Am I lit? Am I actually lit out here? Like, come on, bro. Nobody can touch this avatar, bro. Nobody got it like me, bro. Like, dead. Nobody got it like me on this platform. I promise you that. I promise you that. I'm the only one doing it big. I promise you that. All right. Did we see all of what we need to see with pets? Equip, unequip. Really love this UI. I'm gonna have to ball out on some like simulator UI because everybody's doing these basic like stud. Like this used to be the freaking default sim UI, but this UI takes so much longer to make than what people are using now. That's the thing. But when we're talking in terms of quality of like style, I love this UI, and it's like it used to be the meta, bro. Now it's not. I don't understand it. It's not the meta anymore. But we'll use it. I'll create some of it. I'll bring it back. We'll bring it back. They're using text buttons. Wait. Wait. They have a text, so like check this out. They have a text button, and then they have a probably a UI list layout, maybe, I'm assuming, where they have like frame, which is image label, text label, and then another text label. But you can't select the, you only or not a text button. Is it a text button? I think it's a blank text button, my guy. I think this is a blank text button, actually. Because it can't, I don't think it's an image, because an image doesn't have this effect, I don't think. Yeah. So they're using a blank, they're using no text in this text button, and then they have this stuff, the situation over it. I really like that, actually. I really like that. This UI shouldn't be hard to achieve. It's not hard to achieve, it's just time consuming, because look, like you're gonna have to like think about it. Like this was made in either Photoshop or Figma, whatever you want to use. Photo, you could even make this in Photo P. Probably. Maybe it'd be harder to do in Photo P, I think. But so whatever you're using, you know, you'd have to create these backgrounds. This background, this background's looking like it, like I'm trying to see, like you see the stroke right here, the little gray stroke you can barely make out. Then there's the background, and then there's another stroke. This background might have been created. You could create this. You could create this background in Roblox, but I don't think they did. I don't think they created this particular background in Roblox, but you could create this in Roblox, but it'd be hard as fuck to do, and it's like, why? Why would you want to do it at that point? Because it would be like, just create the background and freaking, you know what I mean, like in something else, and it's much easier to just slap it on there. But then you have to get all this stuff aligned, like let's say after you have all the background styles, like look at this shadow behind here, then you have this like square, then you have like a little, like there's a lot of style happening in each one of these elements. um and then this is sizing on its own. The pet icon is sizing on its own. I mean, this is just really, really good, like UI from a style and technical standpoint. So it's not that it wouldn't be hard to achieve, because I can achieve it because I've made UI like this before, but it's just time consuming. Time consuming. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The background is Photoshop. Yeah, I agree it is. I'm just saying that you probably could create the same effect in Studio. It just might be a little bit difficult adjusting those properties to be exact, like look really clean like this. Like but there's a lot happening here. The index button is being hidden. I don't know why I can click this. I don't know why. I don't know what this does. If I click this, I don't think they should have made it to where you can click that. Doesn't really make sense to me. Oh shit, look at this guy's pets. He's decked out, dude. He's got brain rot pets. Brain rot pets. Cool. That's an idea. Brain rot pets, bro. That's an idea, actually. Lock. I don't understand what lock is. Unequip all. Lock all, maybe? I guess you're just locking so you can't, like, fuck shit up or something. Oh, then you can do that. Oh, shit. So now, let me see. Wait. What's the lock do? I'm gonna delete. I can't delete. Okay, so lock to prevent from deleting. Lock. Prevents deleting. I think we've got everything. Oh, we could do equip all, craft all. We could do that. That's cool features. That's cool features. Equip all, craft all. And then we'll add craft. We'll do a craft feature. These are a lot of features, Loki. And then what are these? What are these? Inventory space. Inven inventory space. And then what's this? Let me see what this is. Ooh, interesting. I don't know what this is. What is this? Would you like to buy +2 pets equipped? I don't understand what that means. Oh, pets equipped. Pets equipped space. All right. Delete all, maybe? Is this delete all or no? Delete feature. Delete, select all. Okay. Yeah, this is a lot, low-key. Delete all. Select. These are terrible notes right here, bro. I'm not gonna lie. This right here, this line is gonna fuck me up probably. But at the same time, it's not because it's pretty straightforward at the same time. I don't know. What is this though? Guide. These give us the percentages, I'm guessing. Mutations. Interesting. Size? Okay. I see. Evolution. I see. So we'll do guide list of potential pet stats slash boost. And that's it, bro. And that's all she wrote. Super freaking big list, low key. I think I can get this done in fucking 3 days, maybe. Fuck, 2 days is kind of fucking ambitious. And then the only thing that's not on there is the movement. But I mean, that's so simple. What I'm gonna do for the movement is I'm gonna do client, client side movement. The interactivity would be the hardest part for me. The interactivity. What do you mean by the interactivity? Nine Tours? Yo, bro, do you remember me from some streams ago? But like, anyways, do you think you can add me on Discord? I want to ask you some stuff on Discord, scripting related. I mean, just asking the scripting channel, bro. Just asking the scripting channel, my guy. What is this? Trade request. Is in a trade already? I don't think I'm gonna do trading, bro, because that's just a whole lot of features right now. I don't think I'm gonna do trading. That's a bunch of features. I think for now, I'm just gonna, or maybe I should go all out and do the trading, and then I won't ever have to do it again. Because the way I'm doing this, the way I'm doing these mechanics is a copy paste, bro. Like, look at this daily rewards, bro. I could literally copy paste this module, and it'll work the exact same in every code, and then I would just change these out if I needed to. These are the configs for the rewards that you get. I would just change out the rewards that you get. Like, I haven't even set this up yet because it's like not that big of a deal to set up. But I would just be changing out these, and that's pretty much it. Then just setting up the UI, right? Setting up the UI, which is a component. So this is very copy paste. And then I have this here as well. This is very copy paste right now. I can just copy paste all this shit and it'll work in any project I want. And that's how we're gonna make the pets. We're gonna make the pets the same damn way, so that we don't ever have to make it again, bruh. We don't ever have to make it again. Builder piece. Fucking shit, dude. I got a freaking big ass booger. God dang. All right, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. What game are you working on now? I'm working on just modules right now. We're gonna be making a simulator, and so I'm just working on modules right now so that I can just copy paste all these shits into other games moving forward. So yeah, that's pretty much it. We're gonna be making a simulator though, but for right now, I'm just making like metric boosting mechanics that we can just copy paste, bro. Call it a day. You know what I mean? And these daily rewards are basically done. The only thing left really is hooking up the UI and then giving it a test, but I'm pretty confident it's gonna work for the most part. I'll probably have to change a few things, like fix a couple maybe small typos or bugs maybe, because I literally threw this up quickly. But I'm pretty confident it'll work. I'm not too worried about it. It's just finishing off the UI. So I'm not even gonna focus on that right now. I'm just gonna focus on the actual mechanics. I'll do all the UI creation and design at once, and I'll do that last. Right now, I just want to get the mechanics in, get them working. Bro, what is up with my nose right now? Since when did VS Code support .rbx extension? What are we talking about? .rbx extension? What are you talking about? Bro, there's like a fucking trickle of boogers right now in my shit. There's like a trickle of boogers in my nose, bro. I can't get them out. It's like multiple boogers that are just tiny little boogers. All right, let's start, bro. Let's start. Imagine if coding was this easy, where we just put pets, and then it just everything was already in place. Yeah, that's it. That's all she wrote. That's all she wrote. Now, what I want to do is I want to use how bad can anybody say this for me? Are um how bad are using like configurations and attributes for performance, right? Because I do want to make this the best possible way for performance. And but at the same time, I also want to code efficiently and get it done. There's that trade-off. So what I'm probably gonna do is still just use remote events, bro. The sweetness and the struggle. What? I don't know what you mean, Zentrix. I don't know what you mean. But VS Code's always like if you put an RBXM, I put RBXMs. I don't know what you mean by RBXL. I don't know what you mean, bro. I don't know what you mean, bro. I'm gonna have to blow my nose. I'm gonna have to blow my nose. They're like hiding, bro. They're like bothering me. They're like itching my nose. I'm fucking skits. Never mind then. No, they do. You can put it in. You can put an RBXMX. I put RBXMXs. I do RBXMXs and I put them in sometimes. I don't really do that too much though. I don't really care enough. Do I use a module loader? I don't. I don't. I use how I code right now is I have modules and then I have client and local scripts. So you have oops, this one needs to be client. Boom. So I have client and server scripts, and then I have the module that's dedicated to it as well. So that's how I'm doing shit right now, bro. And it's pretty I like it. It's very, very, very smooth workflow wise. Let's get this going though. What are we gonna do? Function, pets, server Enid. Do I do server? I can't remember if I put server first or what. What's my usually go to? Server Enid. Pets dot client Enid. Let's do that. And then, so what we're gonna do here, how do you get your protein? Huh? How do I get my protein? I snort it. I snort it, Nine Taurus. Um, how do I get my protein? I do so sometimes I use protein powder. First of all, I think that most of your protein should come from meat. Most of your protein should come from either chicken or beef. Those are two protein or steak. Those are all protein rich foods. And if you can eat like a full steak, that's 100 grams of protein. Like a pound of steak is 100 grams of protein. A pound of chicken, I believe, is 100 grams of protein. A pound of beef is 100 grams of protein. So if you're eating at least one of those a day, then that's 100 grams of protein right there. Then to get the rest of the protein, sometimes I'll eat like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, so peanut butter. Then I'll do protein shakes, really. I get these protein shakes that have approximately 42 grams of protein in them, so that's an extra 42 grams. What am I doing to get the rest? Like peanut butter jelly, yogurt. Sometimes I'll eat a tub of yogurt, bro. Sometimes I'll eat a tub of yogurt. Vanilla yogurt. Yeah, vanilla yogurt. Or sometimes I'll even get those little cups of yogurt, and I'll eat like 4 of those in a setting. That's, I think, about. Sometimes they have 10 grams of protein in them, so that's like another 40 grams right there, bro. So I'm very big on yogurt. I'm very big on meat, and then I just add in like a protein shake and a peanut butter jelly or something like that. That's what I do for that. That's like hella protein right there. Then if you really wanted to go all out and you needed more protein than that, eat more chicken and eat more meat, really. Eat more chicken, eat more meat. You know what I mean? Like, but I don't like eating, so I have a hard time eating full meals multiple times a day like that. I mean, I got 2 burgers in the micro, and I got 2 burgers in the freezer. I'm about to cook up here any minute now. Like after I get some coating done, so that's 60 grams of protein. Yeah, yeah, burgers are good. Burgers are good, and I'm telling you right now, Bubba, get you Bubba Angus. These shits are fire. These shits right here. Get you these shits right here, bruh. Some of the best burgers actually might be the best burger. These cook weird. So the Bubba Original are good too. No hate on the Bubba Original. Those are fire. These cook slower. These cook slower for some reason. I don't know. And the way that the way that it stays pink, I can't have these as pink because it's like mushy pink. So you got to cook these all the way. At least for me. But yeah, these cook a little bit. These take a few more minutes to cook. But these are fire too. But these are always the way to go. These taste just better, bro. Taste just better. That ass. Dead ass. All right. Here's how I'm going to be moving the pets. And I ain't got no problems with it. Is we're just going to be looping through. And this is the thing. This is where I'm like, okay, is it bad if Is it bad if we actually have configurations? Like on what level? And is ChatGPT going to be able to do something with this? Bind to render step instead. Why would I do that? Why would I do that, Aqua? I'm good on that, honestly. That's some hocus pocus right there. I'm good on that. I've just never used it. I don't think there's a need to use it. I think it doesn't matter. I don't think I'm tweaking at all, bro. I don't think I'm tweaking at all. I mean, what's the difference? All right, so let's see what it says, bro. Can it just give me a... Bro, can you just give me the damn answer? Going on and shit. Oh, it wants to say content removed because I talking shit to it. Fuck you, ChatGPT. Configurations with attributes are about 3 through 10 times worse than remote events with data sending and dynamic large-scale systems, mainly due to inflexibility and poor traceability. That's enough for me to not do it. That's enough for me to not do it. Because if I don't do it, I can have much more players in the game. I know, bro. I be asking it the simplest questions, bro, for your pets. Okay, but Aqua, here's the thing, Aqua. Here's the thing, Aqua. It's not gonna make a difference. It's not gonna make a difference. Yap GBT. Facts, bro. That's facts as fuck. It's not gonna make a difference, right? And you haven't. I asked you what's the difference. You haven't said what the difference is. I'm just asking you because I've never used it before. What's the huge difference, bro? What's the huge difference, dude? Come on, bro. Yeah, we're doing pets today, Luzoom. I think I can get these pets done in 3 days. I'm gonna say 3 days, bro. I'm gonna say 3 days. 2 is ambitious with all the features we just went over and covered. 2 is ambitious. 3 days, not including UI. Not including UI. We can get the pets done. All right. Bind to render step is better if you gotta turn it on and off. But the thing is you don't need to turn it on and off for this. So that's why I was asking Aqua, why does he think it makes a huge difference? With pets, you mean the thing we talked? Or this is something different? This is for our game, Lazoom. This is for our game. Lazoom, since we're doing simulator now, I'm just making metric boosting modules that I can literally copy paste into every single project I'm working on. So like this daily rewards, I can literally copy and paste this into another project and it'll work. It'll work just as well, right? It's just the UI you will change. The UI you will change. That's it. But that's why I'm using a component because now I can literally copy paste this local script. Copy paste this server script. Everything's copy paste, right? Yeah. Cursor time. Everybody talks about cursor. I don't even know what that is, Benno. What's my Discord? It's in the description, I think. I got a booger, dude. I got a booger back up in there, dude. It's tickling me, bro, and I can't get it. I can't get it, bro. It's becoming one with AI and learning to love it and not hate it. Yeah, okay, whatever, dude. Don't care. I'm not gonna lie. Don't care, Benno. Like maybe you're right. I'm not gonna say you're wrong. Yeah, I don't know. I've never used cursor, but I'm good on it right now. Yeah, exactly, Lazoom. I be using that shit for math. Hella, I suck ass at math, and I don't ever want to learn it. What's crazy is I actually was the top in my class in school for math. I was very, very smart with math, but I haven't used that shit since school. I'm not trying to spend time going back over that shit. You know what I mean? What are we doing here, though? What are we doing here? Aqua still hasn't even said why bind to render step is better, bro. Like, what are we doing, Aqua? What are we doing, Aqua? But let me think real quick. What am I doing here? We're not doing okay. So this is gonna kind of be interesting because I'm mixing a module. How I'm doing is I'm mixing modules, right? I'm keeping server and client code in the same module because I just give no fucks. I don't care if people have the whole script. I really don't. You can fucking grab, you can use Synapse or whatever you're using to snag my shit. I do not give a fuck. So, we're just going to do like I'm trying to think here because one table is gonna be for the server. So we'll have it like this. We'll have it like this. We'll have it like this. Pets per user ID. All right. Pets per player. We'll do pets per player here, and then we'll do pets per user ID here. And then we'll just, before we send it down, we'll just loop through and just send it down as user ID. And then that'll be that on the updated, right? So then we'll have we need a update pets. Update pets. That's going to be a remote event. Okay. And we might change the name of this to make it more clear what it's used for, maybe if we need to, because there's a lot going on right now. There's a lot going on right now, but we actually could just keep it. We probably could just keep it like this. I'm not gonna lie. Synapse is gone. Nice, bro. Hello. It's becoming, hello, Crockpot. Do you think we can make a game popular even without ads? Or I don't know, like tell no one about it and see if it gets popular? Probably not. Probably not, Ali. That's not like very likely anymore. Very, very low chance of that. Very, very low chance of that. Like at some point, Roblox might push your game randomly into the algorithm, and then if that does well, then maybe. But there's very low chance of that from what I've seen. Just saying it boosts development time a tenfold. How does it do that? Ink game? What's ink game? Last year, randomly 3 million visits. Super unlikely, though. Yeah, exactly. Like, the chances of that happening are just extremely low. Bro, I gotta blow my nose, dude. I gotta blow my nose, dude. It's tickling me. It keeps tickling me. I honestly don't even think that helped. I'm not gonna lie. I don't even think blowing my nose helped. I'm not gonna lie. It's still tickling me. Maybe it's my nose hairs, bro. Maybe I need to get like one of those nose hair trimmers. Blowing nose is overrated. Wow, Hayden, that's crazy. About $20 a day. $20 a day. Just make sure you're doing it in a simulator or a tycoon niche. It's really hard to grow a game with ads if you're doing like match-based game. You can force it into the algorithm if you like spend money on ads for like 2 weeks or so, but you know, I don't want to scale ads when the data is so shit. And the thing is with ad players, most of the ad players aren't really looking to play games that are match based. You know what I mean? So they might click on your game and that's cool and they might play your game, but then when they hop in and they realize like, oh, this is like a match based game, they kind of just hop off. That's what I've noticed, right? That's like a big thing with that. And it's kind of like at that point it's a little bit of luck is involved. A little bit of luck is involved, bro. But now what we're gonna do here is we're gonna say pets dot update pets dot on client event connect function pets per user ID pets per user ID equals pets per user ID for user ID pets and pets per user ID. And then this is how we're going to be moving the pets, right? So we're just going to be doing local care, local uh player equals local player equals players get player by user ID local character equals player dot character local root part wait actually local other character local other player. I use other. I use other when it's like other player. It could be other. It could be other players, right? I start to use other because it just makes more sense that way. So I don't get confused because we're gonna have at some point we're gonna have the local player in here. But here's what we're gonna do with this. We'll do other root part, other character, find first child, humanoid, root part, we'll do other player, then continue, if not other character, then continue, if not other root part, then continue, and we can go from there. And then what we would do is we would loop through their pets. So for unique key, data, we'll do pet data so it makes sense. And then we'll just do pet key here. For pet key, pet data, and pets do. And then that's when we'll say, you know, we'll like do the math and shit. I have old code that I'm gonna just reuse for this. The math part of making it go like to their offsetted to their root part, and then eventually we can just add in something quick to make that delay. So you know, like when you move and the position's delayed a little bit, like we can just add in a little delay situation later on. I'm not too worried about that right now. But this is the setup for making all of them, for making all of the pets on the client, right? We also have to say, like, you know, we have to find the pet too. So if not, so we can say if not, like actually what we'll do here is this real quick. So local pets folder equals instance dot new folder workspace, and then we'll do pets folder dot name just to give it a name. And then we'll have this right here. If not, pets folder find first child pet key, then and then that's when we'll do clone pet model. All right, that's what we can do right there. Clone pet model. Easy, light work. Uh, what's needed for offsets? Isn't it bad looping through their data and pets over and over in the pre-simulation? Why not do that outside? Create new loops for each pet or something. What are you talking about, Hayden? What are you talking about, Hayden? This isn't bad at all. This isn't bad at all. What are you talking about though? I'm not sure what you mean. Um, this isn't bad though. I know. I don't know what she wants. I think she wants to feed her. Like when she does that, yeah, there's her babies. There's her babies. She's feeding her babies. No, I just thought it wouldn't be good for performance. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with this. This is just how you do it. Um, yeah, nothing wrong with this, bro. Uh, so yeah, this is for the model creation. This is for the model creation. What was I doing? I was thinking of doing something, but I forgot. Let's just create more functions that we know we're gonna need. Pets, add pet. We're gonna have to do eggs too. We're gonna have to do eggs too. Delete pet. So we're gonna do player, add pet, player, and then we'll do unique key. Well, what we don't actually need that, I don't think. Ah, shit, dude, my shit's fucked up. We can do it. We could just create the unique key here, probably. But this for right here though, we will do a unique key for the delete. And what else do we need? Pets dot change name. We'll need a unique key here. Ah. Fucking my nose is dripping for no reason, bro. Probably all these cats, to be honest. Fuck. I need to sell these cats. I gotta sell these cats, bro. Ugh. Equip, unequip, true. True. So this actually is very interesting. What I just did here, pets equipped. This should be pets equipped. Pets equipped because we only want for this because this is we're using this table to C-frame the pets, right? So this really should just be pets equipped, and we could just take out pets for real. We don't need to have pets there. And then we can just do this real quick just to keep it consistent with what we're keep it consistent. There we go. So that way because we know that it's not all the pets, it's the only ones equipped, right? So that is what we're doing for that. Um I'm trying to think on what else do we need. Craft is a big one. Ugh. What up, Austin? What up, Atish? Bro, what? Nine tours. What are you on, bruh? Are you dipping nine tours? See you later, bro. What else do we need? Change name. We have. Oh, okay. No, I didn't, Aqua, and you never said why it's bet. You think it's huge. Like, come on, bruh. Like, come on, bruh. I'm not gonna switch though. I'm telling you right now, I'm not gonna switch. You're not explaining what it does and what the difference is. So you're either rage baiting or you don't know how to explain it and don't understand how it works yourself. All right? Come on, bruh. Come on. What else do we need? What else do we need? Function pets dot craft. Player, and I think we would use the unique key for this, right? We would use the unique key for this, would we not? I think so, at least. I don't know. It depends. There's so many different ways you could do craft, right? We just want to do the basic version where if we have three, it's going to craft the first three we have, right? So we'll just grab the unique key for now. And then what we'll do is we'll get the associated ID, so the type of pet, you know what I'm saying? Or we could send in the type of pet, but I'd rather just find it and here, and just send in the unique key from the client. That way we're not doing so much work on a client and it'll be fine. I mean, we could do either way. It doesn't matter. What do y'all think, bro? What do y'all think, bro? What do y'all think? Do we send in the type from the client, the type of pet from the client, or do we just send in the key and then we get the type on the server? What do y'all think? It really don't matter, I don't think either way. But how do I want the code to look? Server? I kind of agree. That way we can just have the client like just very, very simple. You know what I mean? Because the client's already got like yeah, exactly, Austin. The client's already got so much, UI code and then all this other shit that going on and the components and shit. So we just gonna send in the key and then you just grab the type of here. What else do we need? What else do we need? What's on our list? What's on our list? Renaming, we got that. We got equip, unequip, delete, craft, select. Select feature, select feature. The select can be on the client though. We don't need a function for that. The select can be on the client. But what did I just miss? Craft all. Craft all. And then change name, I kind of like want to put at the bottom. Just to keep it in order. All right. What else do we need? Lock feature. Lock. So what we can do is this will be a lock that we have. We could actually just only have the lock on. We could only have the lock on the client actually, no? And then even the change name. Should we hop back in real quick to see if the names are relevant to the server? Like, I don't think they are, but low-key with how good Bifront is getting this set up with client and server might be goated. Bifront? What is that? And you can just use is server check, so all they're getting is your code. It don't really matter. Yeah. I'm probably not even gonna use is server because the more I think about it, like is servers like not really gonna matter because the way I'm coding it. So the pet names, trustworthy wolf. Damn. So yeah, we do need to have the pet names be on a server. So the lock though, the lock can be client. We don't need that. We can separate it like this though, right? Oops. We could separate it like this. Roblox anti-cheat? Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't really care about anti-cheat, bro, my guy. I really give no fucks about cheating. I'm not gonna lie to you. So we'll have client. Server. So that way we know what's what. So the lock feature doesn't need to be like on a server. There's just no point. Oh shit. Should we put it on a server though? Would it just be easier? Oh my god. Oh. Oh fuck. I'll be right back. Gotta blow my nose. What? God damn, bro. It's fucking. I found a culprit. Oh my god. Fuck. Oh shit. I know, bro. I need to sell them, bro. They're kittens now, and they're actually like getting to the point where I can sell them. So I need to sell them real quick. Ugh, fuck, shit. All right, so yeah, I'm just gonna do a lock on the. I'm gonna just do it on the server because when I think about it, like if I'm having their pet data, I'm having their pet data. The lock feature can be on the pet. I mean, or honestly, I could just keep a table of locked on the client. I'll do that. That's way better. I'll keep a table of locked on the client. That way we don't have to like be doing too much on the server. So we'll just have a table of locked. So how am I gonna do that? Um, where am I gonna do that? Where am I gonna do that? Where am I gonna put that table? That way it's only created on the client. Just do pets.locked right here. So then we'll add it into that. We'll add it into that. Yeah, that makes sense. I think that's fine. Requested module while required cursorly. No, I don't ever get that, bro. Yeah, what's up, CD? What up, bro? Dude, mod for my channel? I don't know, bro. Probably, I don't know, bro. Probably not. I don't really mod many people. I mean, I don't really think it matters, but I think you're timeless. Why are you on CD's visuals? What's CD visuals? But what's up, timeless? Long hair? Since long hair? You're funny. I'll think about it, bro. I'll think about it, bro. You changed your channel name? Why, bro? I'm trying to think of what else I'm gonna do. What else am I gonna do? I think we're good. Let me look at that list again. Inventory space, that's just like a feature. Um, what we can do is this though. Put some constants up. Default inventory space equals 50. Default equipped space equals 3. There we go. That's cool. Cool, 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 cool. All right. And then we are keeping locked on the client. And then we'll do pets dot update locked equals signal dot new. So we're gonna have a signal for that of updating the locks, right? So we'll do pets dot lock unique key. We don't need the player actually equals true. Oh no, we can't use this. Damn, unfortunate. I mean, we probably could, like, it'll still work, but unfortunate. What we can do though is this right here. Boom. I'll just put it in there. I'm gonna actually put it at top because I like doing functions at the top. Lock equals true. And then we'll even have an unlock. Unlock. Is unlock like unlock? Yeah, isn't it? I think so. Like unequip is like the E is lowercase. We'll do nil. And then we'll do pets dot update locked fire pets dot locked. They're right there. I mean, at this point, if we do everything just right here like this, we don't even need these notes right here, honestly. I'm keeping it a buck. But what I could do just to make sure that I don't have any issues, and y'all are gonna think I'm goofy for this, like actually, y'all might think I'm goofy for this, bro. Like dead ass. I'm gonna just put everything in here in these enits. I'm gonna just keep everything in this place. I give no fucks, and here's why though. Because now I can have this right here. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Do locked pets data store in the other game? If so, you should do it on the server. I don't really care to look to see if they do, but because like the way I'm thinking about it, it doesn't need to store on the server. There doesn't ever need to be like the other players are never going to need to know if they're locked or not. Unless they have it to where it's they can actually see it. You know? Huh, it's like new text. They changed the style of text, the font. There's like nobody in here, right? How do I get more cash? Like, what am I supposed to do? Get fucked. I'm about to fuck this chimp up, bro. Light work. That's light work. That's light work. About to fuck this dude up too, bro. Light work. Light work, bro. Get fucked. About to fuck this dude up too, bro. What shit? Alright, bro. Whatever it is. If you rejoin, are your pets gonna stay locked? It would be annoying have to redo every time. Well, here's what we do, right? Here's what we do, right? I wonder if this would work. I wonder if this would work. It probably would, to be honest. It probably would. But I mean, you're not like wrong. You're actually right about that. I didn't even think about that. But here's what we could do. Let me look at data real quick. Let me look at what data's doing real quick. Let me ask ChatGPT a question. If a player leaves the game and I have on the client a player removed event, if I send that to the server, the player, is the server going to still be able to detect the player? No, probably not. If the player is already left, player removed event from the client to the server. Afterward, the server will likely already be removed. That player internally. I got you. I don't know if ChatGPT is ever right about this stuff, but that makes sense. So I'm gonna just think that it makes sense. So in that case, we will have to do it on the server. God dang, bruh. Which is gonna kind of freaking lame. That was a good catch though. We almost got away too. We almost got away with it too. If it wasn't for that rascally Tate. All right. Well, now I can just remove this goofball shit. All right. Mm, cause now, cause now we don't need this. Trying to think about this, bro. It's like, do we fire all clients, just the data, the updated data? We shouldn't need to do that every single time. It don't make no sense. So what we can do is just fire a client and then fire that player's situation, right? And then we can do a check on the client. I'm just trying to see how that looks like. Yeah, we can do checks on the client so that we're not having to or needing to like update the entire table, maybe. I feel like that would be good. I feel like that makes sense. So then, yeah, then players can't just sit there and like, I don't know. I feel like that makes sense. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. But this is also not going to work here, though. Like, we need to change this to keys. We need to change this to keys. So, I mean, dude, I don't, just don't even care. We're just going to fire all clients, bro. To be honest, I'm just not even going to. Just thinking. Just thinking, bro. Is this what they call serialize? Why would I use ChatGPT for this? Cemetery Affliction? Maybe. I don't know the brand name. I could look it up, honestly. Let me look up on. I want to get another one. It's just fire. It's just comfy as fuck. Yeah, it is. It is Affliction. A Wicked Tree? I don't even know, honestly. It's just a sick ass design I like. I just got it for the design and the quality. All right, so what are we doing? I forgot. So I think the lock's done. I mean, that's easy enough, right? could just call this beta. Shit. Because I'm like that. Because I'm like that. Let me see what this is. Time. Okay, these are the configs, alright? I just had to see, remind myself what that was for a second. Alright, cool, 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 bro. Alrighty. Might heat up my coffee. Still a little warm, though. Still a little warm. So we're gonna have to. Trying to think. So the eggs, we gotta buy the eggs, and then the eggs are gonna break open and shit. So what we're gonna do is let's make buy functions, I guess. Or do we even need that for real? I mean, we could just do. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it. We'll do it. And then we'll have types, egg types, I guess, because like egg tier, egg tier. We'll have an egg tier. Or just tier. Call it tier. So we'll have tiers, and then obviously like those will change. We'll have like pets associated with tiers and stuff. Something like that. You're funny, Austin. What we could do is have a situation to where we're just checking on the client if they can purchase the egg. We can check their currency on the client if they can purchase the egg. So as we send this information to the server, we don't have to have this extra egg purchased here. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. That actually saves on performance. I don't know by how much, but it's, I feel like that's a fine situation to do. Like we can just check that situation basically to see if they can buy the egg. So we'll have their money. We'll just check the money value that we have, the currency value. Let me see if I can reuse my currency script in this project. Um, Probably not. I'm gonna have to remake a currency because that's very, very steal a game currency, and that's not what we're. Well, that actually could be. Hold on. I could probably I could probably reuse this. Temp currency. I could reuse this, but this is not the in-game currency. I don't think. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I could reuse this because we are using buttons and it's a similar currency situation. It's just, where are these fires at? Where are these fires? Temp currency change. So this is client. This is client-sided. This is server-sided. Currency per player, player currency type. What did I use this for? What is this used for? Like, actually, I add tickets. Okay, cool. Okay, that makes sense then. All right. I see now. I see. I see. I see. I see now. So yeah, we could use this actually. We could use this. So we're just gonna copy paste that. So that's our copy paste module I already made, but we're gonna have to change it a little bit, I think, or add on to it. Let's see if we can use our money module then. Money add so that we have teams here though, so we'll have to take out that team. We probably could reuse this. I'm just gonna remake it. I'm just gonna remake it from scratch though. I'm not gonna use it. We'll use this currency because this currency, I think the way I made it, it can work. It's reusable for like any game, and you can choose what currency it is too. So that's fine and dandy. So we're good on that. What else can I do like on the fly, bro? What else can I do on the fly? Why have you got a bunch of empty public functions? Because they're just writing out so I know what I'm doing. Oh, so I know what features to add and what not to add. What is this? Argument count mismatch. What? Oh, fuck. I forgot to do this. Duh. What the shit? Dude, what the fuck are you on, bro? Yo, you are actually a goofball, I'm not gonna lie. Shaking my head at you, bro. I'm shaking my head at you. Look, now the functions aren't empty anymore, except for these three. What happened? I don't know, bro. I mean, we're making some progress for real. We got good foundation going at least. I'm just trying to think of like what I want to do first. I mean, probably the ad or the buy really, but I'll do the ad first. So we need a pet config. Now I can add a config in the config table, or we can just add it here. I'm honestly wanting to just add it here. I just don't really I don't really care about having it a config, honestly. I mean, we could though. I mean, we really could though, just have a config, like fuck it. Let's just do that. We'll have a name for the pet, like we'll just do like basic data for now, some name. We'll have a display name by default, just a default display, just a default display name. And then we'll have boost amount, default boost amount, I don't know. We'll have tier maybe. Yeah, we'll have a tier, tier 1. And then we'll have, I think that's it for now. It's like whatever, dude. I don't really care. All right, let's go back here. What else do we need to do, bro? All right. What else do we need? I'm kind of confused. Tier. Should we add the tiers there though? I don't think so. I don't think having tiers here matters. Tiers is more so for like the buying and stuff. I don't think we need tiers, tiered, like to add the tier here. Um, yeah, I think that's fine for now. Can't really think of anything else. What type of game should you make? I don't know, bro. Make a simulator or a tycoon. I'm making a simulator right now. I'm gonna do it right. Yeah. Just look at what's popular. Look at the new meta and what's growing, like in the now, like this month. Like what's new and growing this month or last month. I don't know, bro. Look at them. Just pick one. Pick one, timeless. I think that's it for now. I'm gonna need to do there's updated and there's update. So the update is gonna be for the clients. Updated is gonna be a signal to send to the server. I mean, I'm just like, to be honest, I could just do this, bro. So that way we can update the data as needed. And we don't have to send the whole table and like do some extra shit. Okay. These are like basically done, bro. Like these are so simple to do. Now we just need pets equipped. Equipped. Pets.update. Ah, I see, I see, I see. We need update equipped. Update equipped. Update equipped. We could just be having in. We could just honestly. I'm trying to think now because update for that. That's updating all pets. Like what we really could do is just have it. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do actually. So we're not gonna have equipped actually. Actually, we are. We are. I'm tripping. I'm actually tripping right now. Do you still use any UI library to make UI? Or do you think it's better to use Studio yourself? I use Vide. I use Vide for UI, bro. Vide right now is the meta. Yeah, I don't know, dude. There we go. ChatGPT just be yapping, bro. God damn. All right, cool. We're good. We're good. We're good. ChatGPT. Oh, timeless. You could look up arm wrestling sim. There's an idea. Nobody's doing those meta sims anymore, bro. Like the old meta, like arm wrestling sim and shit. Like nobody's really doing them like that anymore. You could look at that and come up with something, to be honest. But with Sims, it's it's really the execution that matters. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think this is good. So we're good. We're good there. Like all this stuff is actually like now that I'm looking at it, bro, it's just really basic like data management. And then now the real the real like shit's gonna be the client side making the UI look clean and shit. That's gonna be more time consuming than anything, I feel like, to be honest. All this is relatively simple. Yeah, all this is relatively simple. Yeah, let me know, bro. I'm actually not. I'm actually not. That's just what it was titled. And I don't care to change the repo because I don't think the repo name ever matters to me. I was gonna make an unbox game when I just started this folder, but then I decided not to. Uh, so the type of sim is making is like a content creation sim, and the more posts you do, the better internet you get, and pets boost your following for upgrades. That sounds good. I'm not gonna lie, that sounds like a decent idea. It's really the execution that matters. You can make a sim on anything, bro. It's the execution that always matters. The execution. And also somewhat the trend. Trends do matter too. Because you can have really a shitty execution, but you're following a trend and you can still get a lot of plays just because you're like hitting the trend early. But execution is number one for sure. This was really basic, honestly. I just like steamrolled this shit, bro. Like some of these functions are just so simple. Like you look at the list and it's a lot, but then this is just like the server stuff for this is just very, very basic and simple. There's something else I need to do here. Do you have do you have a good computer model? What does that mean for Roblox? What does that mean, bro? A good computer model? What do you mean? What does that mean? Like a model, like a Blender model, or a just yo, timeless. Just build in parts. Just build it in parts, bro. Just build it in parts in Studio. Nah, just build your own in Studio, bro. Just make it super basic and square and shit. Do you know how to build in Studio like super basic like? Like just make sure you're using like the when you go to the model sizing, make sure everything is consistent and you're not using shift to model. Make sure everything is point I start with 0.25. If I'm making a simulator like this is 0.25 right here. This is 0.25, 0.25, just about. You know what I mean? But if you look at this, everything's consistent. Everything's consistent and it's very, very even and elegant. And it's elegant. Why? Because everything's the same like size, the sizing of things. This is probably all random, stupid shit, but for the most part, like, you know what I mean? Okay, maybe okay, this map is kind of like ass, I'm not gonna lie. This is actually like very all over the place. It's good, actually. Okay, if we're getting technical, it's actually really good. The way the randomness is laid out is really good. But for me, I'm very like nitpicky on sizing of things and the placement of things. Like I would never have a situation of like this right here, right? Like I'm very picky on stuff like that. But just look at other Sims and see how their map looks. This is a great map, I'm not gonna lie. Like if you can get good at building like this to where you're randomly placing shit and it just looks good, that's like meta for sure. I suck at it though. Like I have to make sure things are like aligned good and make sense and there's everything has a structure to it or something. But I don't really build much because I hate it. But yeah, like I can if I wanted to. If I really wanted to, I could make like insane builds. I'm not gonna lie. But I don't enjoy it at all. So I don't spend any time on it. And I half-ass it completely. My crap is shit. Just start doing. Just build something, bro. Build something real quick. Just get it working. You'll be fine. Just look at another game and try to replicate that, but your own like little layout. You know what I mean? You'll be good. Wow, though, we kind of killed this pets module. I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, there's a lot of client code that's most likely going to be going into play here, but we actually do. We actually crushed the servers. We crushed the server shit. Like we got a great foundation here. This might actually, I might be able to get this done tomorrow, dude. At this rate, I might take a break though. I might take a break, bro. To be honest, to keep it a buck 50 with ya. Might take a break. Might take a break. 2 hour stream isn't bad, you know. 2 hour stream isn't bad. We're putting in the, we're getting the time in there. You feel me? We're getting the time in. We're getting our time in. You feel me? You feel me? Shout out to everybody that joined the Discord server. If you're not in the Discord, join the Discord. We got a growing community in this bit. A growing community in this bit. I know you're in, Timeless. I don't ever see your name pop up, but I know you're in. Or maybe you have a different name. I don't know. I don't really pay too much attention. I am gonna take a break though, guys. Very epic stream. Stream was dope as fuck, honestly. Uh, I fuck with everybody that stays tuned in, stays locked in with me. And we're gonna get this project out. Dude, we kind of killed it. I'm not gonna lie. Like literally 2 hour stream. I started the pets on the stream and we're practically done with the server side code. There's obviously a little bit more like the egg buying, checking currency, But we'll do that on the server script, so not the module, the currency. We'll do that on the server script. Um, and so I might actually, now I'm probably gonna remove the buy egg, I think, from the pets. I don't think I'm gonna do the buy egg on the pets. I think I'll do that on like something else. Because the buy egg is gonna check the currency, and we're not gonna be, we're not gonna require the currency on the in the pets module. You feel me? Derp, we're about to dip, bro. I'm about to take a break, man. What's up though, Derp? What are you doing, bro? We're about to take a break, dude. We're about to hop the frick off. We just balled out on a pets module, bro. For the simulator. Server side's almost done. Nah, you can stay on for another hour for me. Bruh, I'm cooked. I need to eat food. I need to go get some food ASAP. I'm gonna freaking fall over. I also need to sell these cats. I need to list these cats on Craigslist, bro. Because you can't list cats on Facebook, I guess. Am I coming back later? Most likely, yeah. I'm gonna code later. I'm just how I'm feeling probably. Yeah, I'll probably come back on stream later though, just to stay locked in. You know what I mean? Sounds good. We'll be around for that. Sounds good, bro. GJ today, bro bot. See you later. All right, dog. Have a good day, man. Have a good day, bro. I will be back on. Peace out, everybody.